Hey everybody, this is Cnops coming back with the second part video of the series. We're going to create an application that's going to crawl the web and specifically this forum of military and Persian and get some news about Syria for us. Syria, Iraq, and everything that is happening in the Middle East. So let's go and start doing everything that we need. As I have mentioned, we're gonna need Python, and then we're gonna need Beautiful Soap, which is you can install it using just pip install Beautiful Soap 4, and we're gonna again need requests module, this thing, HTTP for humans, and you're gonna install it really easy just by using pip install requests. Pip install request, and all of this you're gonna have to do it in your terminal or however you're gonna do that. So pip install requests, if I spelled it right, and you may need a sudo to do that before and actually a root user access. So we have it, so it doesn't install it. What we're gonna do is we have to create our folders, and because we're gonna use Git and GitHub, we're gonna have to use those elements too. So I'm gonna set up a Git application or project, whatever they're called. So cd projects, and I'm gonna create a folder called as military. Then inside the military, we're gonna create a file called as let's use it in a virtual environment. So virtual env. So we're gonna call that as env, our virtual environment. So we're virtual env. I guess the name is right. Yeah. So everything's fine. So we have our env, and then we can use env2. So we're gonna say source env. Actually, if you look, we have a env file, so we're gonna say source env bin, then activate. I guess that's, yeah. And this env in here, this shows us that we're in the right path and we have our virtual environment set up and running. So I'm going to create another folder in KDIR code and CD code. So first off, let's just so we're gonna mv our test.org to our projects, military code, and have it in there. So cd projects, yeah, military. Why isn't doing projects? Then we're gonna need the military, and then we're gonna need the code. So here we are. We have test.org. I'm gonna org or the org file. So mv test.org to roadmap.org or org mode. So and okay. So let's see what we want to do and what we have to do. So let's actually get, yeah, we have it. So nano dot get ignore. we're gonna create a .ignore file. So first things first, I wanna ignore everything that is ending with this or ending with sharps, or just save data, and then we're gonna have something for a roadmap.org, and well, save with the same name, then get init. So we have our file. So ls-a, and as you can see, we have a .get file. Let's go back to our Emacs. Well, projects, military code, roadmap.arg mode, which is going to open up in arg mode. So well, we have the everything, so we're going to create an app to do that. So in this, we're going to create a file, spider.py, and if it's going to be open, we're going to be, okay, yeah, very awesome. So, well, first off, let's just check some of our code. I'm going to open up a new terminal in here, and as you can see, we have this env in here, but we're not in env right now. So IPython, we're going to check to see if everything's working right. So we're waiting just for IPython, and this is the IPython environment. So import requests. Okay, import requests, and well, it's okay. And then from, well, if I can write it out, yeah, from VS4 import beautiful soap. Oh, yeah, import beautiful soap, and well, we're okay. Let's open it up. Well, first thing that we're gonna do is, let's close this up, close this. Then we're gonna have to have the address of the topic that we're gonna crawl. So this is a topic. I'm gonna copy a link for it. Then what I'm gonna do is, well, let's say HTML is equal to, we're gonna just test out how are we going to write our code and how do we do everything if I have learned everything the right way. So HTML is equal to requests dot get, and then the link that I have. So anything happens, yeah, okay. So I don't know what happened, if an error happened or everything's okay. So HTML dot status code is gonna tell me what's the status of the file that we have got, and 200. Well, there's a standard list, so list of HTTP status codes, and well, 200 we got is okay, so everything's right. You know these codes as well. 404, you may be knowing this. 403, forbidden, not found, and everything. So 200, everything's okay. We just don't see it, we see the file. And HTML.text shows us the text of what it have been crawling and downloading. So we have the page, we have it on a file called as HTML. What do we do next? So I'm gonna give it this beautiful soap. So soap is equal to, and this soap is just a variable that I'm setting. So beautiful soap of HTML.text, and then we're gonna, this is a new thing. I'm gonna have the HTML write down the HTML parser. So, and if everything's okay, we're gonna have our soap. Yeah, good. So our soap is now our file. Let's see if everything's right. So we have the soap. Let's go ahead and see if we can crawl the page. Like, I could have just do the source using Control U and just have everything that I need, like this hundreds of thousands of lines here. Like, we may have a 2 or 3, yeah, we have a 3,000 lines of file, and just Control U and not needing to write down all that code. So let's say, how do we want to do anything in crawling? So let's do an inspect element. This is standard way of doing everything, I guess. So inspect element. Well, author info. So where we are at. So author info. Well, now we want to. Okay, this is what we want. Post block. So let's see if, well, this is huge. This is this post wrap, and then, well, okay, post wrap is the closest that we can get. So it's a div, and well, so this div is going to select every post or just one post. What's it gonna do? Well, it's just one post, and what's the difference? The upper div. So let's see. Yeah. So the upper div, it's gonna, well, they're the same. So we're gonna just use this post wrap. So post wrap, it's class. How do we write that down? Well, actually, I'm gonna. So we're gonna select the posts. So I'm gonna create a post list, and it's a list. So we're gonna say for a post in soap, our soap file dot select. So we're gonna select it's a class in it which has the name of post wrap. Well, actually, post wrap. So this is it, post wrap, and for any post that you find within this post wrap, what do we want to do? We want to just post list dot append. If I could correct it right out, we want to append that post. So okay, yeah. So post list. Let's see what we have. Okay, we have a really long file, but as you can see, well, this ends up with a div, and it's just post, and post. But the soap file, it's ending with an HTML and body and everything. So this is the whole page, and this post list is just posts. So we have all of these posts selected for us. Well, let's do something fun. Let's find out their names. Who posted these posts? So we have let's say an anchor tag and span. Well, let's just, yeah, let's span item prop. So we have a tag named as span, and we want to get the information of it. So we have like item prop, and we want the one that its item prop is equal to name, not the creator name. So how do we do that? Well, let's just remember how it's wide item prop. Okay, so this is it. So I'm going to say post and post list. So every post in this post list, just let's print post defined. So we're not selecting anything, we're trying to find them. So find span tags with the name of span, and within those I want the ones that the spans that their item prop, so they have to have a item prop property, and it has to be a equal to name. So their item prop should be equal to name. And well, definitely I want to text that. So just post it. Yeah, okay, we have it. So here's the different thing. There's some differences between the selecting and finding. So we wanted to select up there, and then we want to find them. So we want to find spans that their item prop element is equal to name, or attribute is equal to name, and we want its text. We don't want it. So this is, so item prop, this is its text, this is its attribute value, anything that is. So we have our code. Let's write down we have what we have done up until now and see what we have done. So what we have done is creating a list. Well, not that. Well, importing everything. So imports, then request, then translating it into a beautiful soap variable, and then, well, that's it. Okay, let's go to our file. So import requests, then from VS4 import beautiful soap, and well, that's it. How do we want to run our application? Well, from what I think of my application and how I want to write it and use it, what I want to do is I'm gonna say, so let's come down here. How do I want to use my application? This is how I think of my applications and how I write down these applications. So I want to be able to like call a function, say crawl, and just give it an URL, and then everything happens. So I want to have a function called as crawl, which gets a URL and does something with it. So let's write down the class crawl, and let's just create the, well, def crawl self in URL. What's it gonna do? It's gonna, well, let's pass for now, but it's gonna crawl a file for us. So what's it gonna do? It's going to, well, let's have it indented and start crawling our app, our websites. So it's gonna crawl websites for us. Oh, okay. So what did we do next? Let's go back to our IPython interpreter and see what we have done. So, okay, HTML requests.get. So HTML is requests.get, well, URL. Very, very fun and slick. So if we checked it, maybe the application, we don't want the application to crash. So if HTML.status code is equal to 200, well, do something. But else, well, not in this. Well, I just dropped an eagle on it. So, well, else, print something happen. Well, that's it for now. So print down something happened, and we'll just, let's not just pass it and say print success. Okay, I don't know if I spelled it correctly. So now we're gonna actually create, so crawler is equal to crawl, then crawler is going to, so crawler dot crawl, well, this URL. Let's see what happens if we were just doing this. We're running the code, so we're gonna get a response. So invalid syntax, import is having the wrong syntax, maybe invalid syntax. So import beautiful soap. What is the problem? Well, let's go up, import. Okay, from BS4, import beautiful soap. So again, valid syntax, and now we have another error. So it's gonna be, let's have it this way. So, well, how many typos should I have? Invalid syntax. Okay, what's our problem, do you think? Well, I don't know why. What's the problem with this? Just let's say here crawler dot crawl. Well, a URL should be like this, and well, okay, so we have a problem. Let's see what we have to do. Okay, so we're gonna go back, Control X1. We're gonna have just one page, and well, no new line at the end of the page. Line too long, no syntax error. Well, okay, so we have this. Oh my god, we missed that. So let's see if this time we have it okay now. Well, unbound method crawl must be called with crawl instance as first argument. Well, what do we have now? So, what's the problem? I'm sure this is a typo, but I don't know why it's doing this. A crawler is equal to crawl, crawler dot crawl, this URL, and then, well, give it a URL, then request the get the URL. So let's just save our URL, and some URL is equal to this. Then let's say we have it all. We have it all clean, and say just URL, and let's check it. Well, we still have problems. So where's our code? Okay. God, I think this is a problem. Really? Oh my God! I forgot to put down the parentheses of this crawl class. Oh my God! So this is the success that we're looking for all this time. Wow, how silly! So this is the first part of our application. Well, it's not looking that good. Let's change a bit. Uh, I don't want to have this task statically. What I want to do is uh, I want to have something like this. I want to be able to uh, what I want is to be able to like spider.py. Well, I'm gonna write it down this way: Python spider.py, then give it a URL. So I want to do this and have it doing something for me. So let's change these stuff first. But before doing that, I forgot doing something with the get init. So get status. Well, I get status. We have a lot of files to add, so I'm gonna get add dot get ignore, and I guess yeah, let's save this file up to this that we are, then get add spider.py. Well, this is it, and then get status, but we have two files to commit. So get commit that dash m, and well, up until now, just what we have is creating the basis of project. Well, okay, so we have this up until now, and then well, just let's delete all of this. So I don't want to do that. I hope I remember to uh, how to create an instance. So let's just okay. So let's say import time. I want to use time, and you're gonna see why I'm gonna use it, and then I'm gonna use import sys. So that's not a part of this project. So what I want to do is fixing that problem that I could dynamically pass URLs to this project. So what I want to say is I'm going to say if name is equal to main. So I'm sorry, I guess that this main is written down like this. So to underlines then. So okay, so I want to have a URL. It is equal to sys.argv and well, first one. So that's it. So I'm going to say crawler is equal to crawl Then I'm going to say crawler crawl, and I'm going to pass in the URL. So let's see if this is going to work as we would have expected. Yeah, let's check it. Well, again, success, I guess. Well, okay, so not a syntax error, so I had to use two equals in this here. Actually, I remember doing this, but I don't know why I'm not doing it. So status HTML status code HTML dot status code. Well, name HTML is not found. Okay, let's get along with it. So crawler.crawl, this is our crawl, and it should print a success. So what's the problem? Well, the problem is that we're not giving it any address to use anymore. So we're gonna have to use it this way. So Python, spider.py, spider.py, and our URL. Let's see what happens. What's our output? Well, success. Very, very beautiful stuff happening. So our code is working right now, but we can't see it. So we have crawled our page, but we're gonna need to crawl all the pages. So we have like 1,000 pages, and it was just one of them. What will happen? What would happen about the other pages? So what I guess here is this is our last. Yeah, this link in here is pointing to the last page of this topic. So this is the last page. Let's make sure 1,206 pages are in this file. So this is the last page, and yeah. Okay, so how did we get it? Let's find this button. It was it. We're going to inspect it, and let's see what we have. So it's an A, okay, an anchor tag. Pointing this title is the last page. Well, row is last. Okay, well, this isn't the one that we need. Well, li class, which is equal to last or the next. So what we want is okay. I'm sorry. We don't need the last page. We need the next page. So this is the link which is going to the next page. I'm sorry, I did it all over and all wrong. So this is the last page. Let's just inspect that. I'm sorry for that. So again, it's a link. Href going to the next page, and well, li class page active. How are we going to actually find it? What are we going to use? Well, li class page, is it or not? Let's see what's this next doing. Well, page next. Maybe this next is the one that we need, and we have crawled everything. Well, let's just check. Yeah, page for the next, instead of using this way 2, 3, and then finally all. We're gonna have to use the next button. I'm sorry again. You see, you have to think of how you're gonna crawl the page and what elements are you gonna use. So we're not gonna use this button of this link of page 2 because it's gonna just crawl the same page again all over. So we're gonna crawl the next button. So next, I thought that there was a problem because it was linking to the page 2. So it's again linking to the page 2, but I guess that it doesn't do any problem. So let's do a next and see what's the next button is going to do then. So it should be, yeah, page 3. So we're okay with it. Okay, not the next, not that. So we're gonna crawl and get our links to the next pages of this forum just by using this next button. So it's an anchor. Href, well, no class could be found. Well, relation next, I don't like it. So we're gonna use class next. Okay, find LIs that have the class of next, and within them find anchor tags, and well, their href, which is equal to this link. Well, I guess this is new, so let's use this kind of coding. So going back to our Emacs, creating another function. So, okay, let's have it on a new page. So def find next page, and what we need to, well, this page, so self is a must, and soap again. So we're gonna pass that soap that we have created. Where is it? Well, we haven't created any soap yet, so that's a problem actually. Um, what we want to do in this code, so we want to give it the page of well, that URL, but we don't want to do this. So I have this function of find next page, and I'm going to give it all the soap file, and I'm going to do whatever that I want to do with it. So let's not just worry about where's the soap going to come from. We're going to figure it out. So what do we want to do? So it's a link. Well, link is equal to so soap dot select. I guess it was a li class of next. So anything that its class is next, I want that. So link is this thing. So the next link. So, okay, new link. So new link is equal to the link. Well, the first link that you're gonna find. I actually think that this might be the first link, or yeah, this might be the first link that has the class of next. Maybe this is, maybe this isn't. We're gonna test it out. So, which has the link of next, and we want to find an anchor tag within it. So we want to get the link of that by getting its href, right? We want to get the href, and well, links are in Persian. Maybe we're gonna need to encode them. So encode maybe to UTF-8. Well, maybe this isn't the case, but well, we're gonna just use this. So if we're gonna do any encoding in our file, let's just add this syntax. So we're gonna say everything is going to be encoding of UTF -8, and then again we're going to use a star for it. So I think this is going to be the way that we're going to deal with things. I have got this thing from the Python docs, so I don't know if this is going to work or not. Okay, let's have it in the new page. Okay, so UTF-8. Okay, we have a new link. We have found our new link. Let's just return the new link. So we have we're returning the new link, and this link is a blank line contains white space. Well, what's that mean? I don't know. So okay. So this is this is how we're gonna this is the way that we're gonna crawl the page, and this is the way that we're gonna find the next page. But how do we manage all these things? So let's think of it. So we're gonna crawl the URL that is given, we're gonna crawl it, and then maybe we should uh, crawl it from here. Let's test it out. Find the next page, and then we're gonna give it a soap. So, okay, we have soap now. So let's create our soap here. So we're gonna soap is equal to beautiful soap of our HTML dot text, and it's HTML parser, right? HTML dot parser, and it might be okay. And find the next page. Well, find next page, goes in here, returns the new link, then we're done. Well, we're not gonna return it, or this thing that we have will not work. So we have a problem again. So we may have to create another function that calls this crawl and this find next page. So we have this problem solved. So let's create a def, maybe maybe start crawling, and it's just gonna get in the self. So yeah, let's just say self is equal to self.crawl. So maybe a URL, so self and a URL. So we're gonna say so. Okay, so find this. So HTML maybe is better. So HTML. So HTML is self.crawl. So maybe in this code in here we're gonna have to create our soaps. What do we want to do with it? What we're gonna do is now, so if HTML is okay, we're gonna do a soap, and then instead of this, we're gonna return a soap. Okay, fine. So we're gonna, it doesn't have any E in the end of it, so we're gonna return the soap. Okay, so we're gonna return the soap. So what are we going to do? So crawler, instead of, we're gonna just say start crawling. So start crawling. We're gonna pass the URL, that URL HTML. So we're gonna, this is our soap, right? So we're gonna crawl, and what the crawl is doing, crawl is returning back a soap. Well, beautiful soap element, which is a soap. So soap. This is really easy. What's it going to do? So when our landing page is crawled, let's say just print everything is done. Let's see if all this functioning and everything is okay and doing right. So let's go back. So Python spider.py, then our URL. Let's see what do we get. Do we have an error or not? So everything's done. Okay, very fun. We're here. We came here. So instead of doing all of our things in here, in this crawl function, we're doing it in start crawling. So start crawling, doing this, and then, so yeah, let's say landing pages crawl. Okay, crawl. crawled. Then let's say, so next is, so the next link is next is equal to find next page of our currently soap. So this is the problem solved with this soap 2. This is the soap we got here, and so next, and then we're gonna we're gonna again crawl. So if everything's okay, so we could have been able to self dot crawl this next too. So we're gonna go next page, next page, next page, and see if everything's all right. So we may be needing to do something with it. So self.crawl next comes back. We need a loop. Okay, we need a loop. So this loop is going to do what? This, because if we run this, this is gonna run the next link, find a second page, come back, and well, this is over. We need a function doing of something that is going to take a longer time. So like go through the pages one by one, find them and crawling all those pages. So self.crawl, this is wrong. Let's say while true. Okay, while true. Okay, while true. Self.crawl the next link. So what's it gonna do? What do you think? Self.crawl and then print another page crawled. And okay, so why did I import this time in here? Here is why. Because this is happening so fast that the server is going to kick us out, because it'll going to think that we're attacking it using a DDoS attack or anything. So I'm gonna say time.sleep like 1 second, and then we're gonna save it. So let's check out everything and see what's gonna happen now. So do we get an okay? We have a problem. Find next page is not fine. So would we? So self.crawl find next page. Well, we don't have this. We're gonna have to use self.find next page. Okay, wait up. Okay, my mom just came in. So self.find next page. This should be working. So let's okay, let's do it again. Let's see what we get. Landing page crawled. Another page crawled. Well, okay, we're okay. Very good, very good, very good. So again, there's not a problem with our application, and you may have guessed it. Until when is this while is going to do? That's the next problem. So what do we want to do with it? Let's just create a function called as def find last page self and soap. So okay, so we have a problem now. So we're gonna have to have a last page for ourselves. Let's find it. So this is okay. This is the way that we wanted the last page to be found. We have it. Okay. So we have an li with the class of last, and well, it's going to call to a address. So an li with the class of the last, we're going to use it. So just give me a minute. Okay, just let's link is equal to soap dot select of well dot last, anything with the class of the last, which is going to be this unordered list if it's going to come up. So this is the last. We're gonna find the first last link and get its href. So we may have a problem with that. So we're gonna do for now. So last link is equal to link, well, the first link defined, it's anchor, and we're gonna use a dot get href on it. And I'm just coding what I have up in here. Dot encode, and we're gonna say utf dot 8. Well, utf 8. We're gonna return the last. We're gonna return the last link. So while okay, let's say last is equal to self dot find last page. Find last page of soap. So while next is not equal to the last. So while these two things are not equal, just do what you have been doing up until now. Let's check if we have any problem with this. Well, okay, UTF, we have a problem with that. So where's that UTF? Well, line 29, UTF dash 8. So, okay, encode UTF dash 8. As you can see, I have a lot of typo problems, so Control X save, and I guess we're gonna be okay. So this is going to be okay. I guess we shouldn't have any problem by now. And well, we have like 1,000 pages. I can't wait and see if this now the page is crawling and this list is doing okay or not. So this is it. But something happened. This isn't the way that I want to check my page and everything about it. So, well, HTML is request that. So if everything, let's do something. So else, so time dot sleep. Maybe the server has a problem with us. So sleep. I'm going to create a recheck times. So recheck count is equal to 5. And well, while recheck count is bigger than 0, we're gonna again self.crawl sorry, using the same URL. So we're gonna wait for 5 seconds. If we haven't tried for 5 times, we're gonna again try to crawl the page, and we'll self dot crawl, and then I'm gonna recheck count is minus and equal to 1, so we're gonna minus 1 from that 5 times. So we're gonna crawl the page. If having an error, wait for 5 seconds and then recheck and wait for 5 seconds. I could have just write down some elifs. So if the status code was like 404, so I have a problem, I wouldn't do check again and that kind of problem and that kind of thinking. But this is what we need for now. And let's have something for this if. So if that, and let's say else, well, print, well, let's say print error number something. Okay, happened, okay, and that's it. And yeah, it should be why site dot, well, let's say what we have used. Okay, HTML. Okay, HTML dot status code. So we're gonna if something happened, we're gonna have a error sent to us. So okay, everything's all right. We don't have that. We don't need it anymore. And I guess that everything's okay. So if that, else this things, then we may need a return something or not. Well, not yet. So let's save it. Check to see if everything's right. Well, landing page is crawled. No, the page is crawled. Well, okay. Let's do something. So let's check to see if and 404 will be printed out. I have, well, this is landing page crawled, another page crawled. Wow, oh my god. Control C, so Control L. Let's just do something with it. So blah 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 blah. Let's see if the page is found or not. It's gonna take about 30 seconds for us. So in the meantime that we're gonna do this, so let's give in get status and status. So get spider has been modified. So get commit dash m dash am some progress. So progress spider.py. It isn't the way to comment on our commits, but I'm gonna do that actually. Did you mean commit? Well, yeah, okay, get commit dash m, well, some progress in spider.py. Let's see if, yeah, okay, right, spider.py, okay, everything's right, and see, let's see what we have. Well, our 30-second may have not be down just yet, so 5 seconds, yeah, 25 seconds we do have. Let's just cancel, we can't wait for that, so come back in here, let's just give it 2 tries, 10 seconds, and well, it's gonna take a bit longer, so control save and everything, then blah 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 blah. So let's see what happens. We have the time, we have committed everything, and we can test now. know why this isn't giving us anything, but I think that our code has a problem. So a lot of time passes, and let's stop it. So line 10 in crawl. Line 10, what's happening? Time.sleep. Well, 5 seconds. Let's make it 1. Okay, oh my god. Okay, so let's see what we get. Well, no error again, and this shows us that our problem in our page is doing wrong. So, fun. Okay, let's interrupt. Let's check for something. So our HTML parser, let's say, before we go to this, print something happened. This is the way that I'm doing waypoints because, well, so something happened. Okay, something happened. Something happened. Something happened. Okay, so something happened. We check again, and we should maybe check for 2 or 3 times. Let's see how many times are we going to check, and then what happens. Well, something happened, and this is going to go on forever because we are not returning anything. So you see that we have a problem. So print, and then we're gonna return false, maybe? Yeah, return false. Then, so in here, self is self.roll. Okay. So how do we check this? I don't know what to do with this checking, but I know that return false is important. So let's see if this just by itself will do our thing for us. So something happened, and on. So we have a problem. And what's the problem? Landing pages crawled, we don't get it. So we're not going out of this loop. While recheck count, well, where is it? Recheck count is 2 and recheck count is bigger than 0. We're going to recheck count minus 1 from that rechecks and how many checks we have. So what's the problem? What's the problem is? White space 4. Okay. Well, I actually don't know what the problem is. So if you have watched up until now, please tell me what's the problem with this code and how I'm gonna fix this. So actually, I have committed it, so we should be okay. And I know that I may have a problem with my gitignore file, so let's search for gitignore and git ignore file example. So format, how it should be formatted, gitignore documentation. Let's see how it should be. So gitignore, where's the pattern? So blank line matches no files. Okay, my mom just came in, so finish 1. We don't have any problem with this part of our project? Well, this is live coding. I'm just trying to learn. Very, very bad and poor coding. I'm sorry for this, but this is all I had, and I could do actually. So, okay, let's go back to here. Get status. So we have these files, and so we have a problem with our .get ignore file. So .get ignore file, everything with that name. Maybe we need. Oh, where is it actually? So okay. So everything that ends up with these things. Okay, get status. Let's see if, okay, we have everything. Okay. So get status. Get status. I thought that everything was right. So okay, the only problem that now we have is this. So get commit dash am not, well, let's say finished crawling. Crawling have problems. So okay, this is it. Pip freeze, I guess. And then pip freeze requirements .txt. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry. So pip freeze requirements dot, so ls, okay, cat requirements .txt. We don't have anything in it, so why is that? So pip freeze why isn't pip freeze working? So let's check for the pip freeze. This is actually how live coding is working. So pip freeze to requirements. Where is it? So pip freeze requirements.txt. First link may work. So pip freeze. I guess that pip freeze. So what we have, what's the problem? Generating requirements, then install from it another environment. So why isn't working? So pip freeze requirements.txt. Why is this not working? So pip freeze. Just let's see this, and why isn't working? Maybe, okay, maybe pip dash upgrade pip. Maybe this is the problem. Okay, pip install dash upgrade. I guess this is a right spelling, so let's give at least one requirement to install. Why is this happening to me right now? Okay, pip install upgrade pip. Is this working right now? Huh, fun. Okay. Downloading everything 1.2 megabytes. Installing pip, everything's right. So pip freeze. Please. Give me, okay, oh my god, pip freeze to requirements.txt unless requirements.txt, so we don't have anything in it. What's the problem? Well, pip freeze use the order to the given requirements file and its comments when generating output. I don't know what it is. URL finding -o in virtual. I do not skip this. So generating output suitable for a requirements file. I don't know why it's not required doing this. So pip freeze. Let's just do this. And again, nothing. So this is not a problem that we have right now. Uh, our application is not working. Thanks. Let's just finish off. We're gonna come back later and actually let's go to GitHub. So github.com. I hope I don't need any. Okay. Oh my God. I haven't been in this website for a really, really long time. So signing in, creating a repository, Spider, so military Spider, public, initialize, nothing, none, and create a repository. So this is it. We're gonna do this. I guess this is going to work. Okay, everything's alright. Control L. Let's, oh, okay, let's refresh and see what we get. Military Spider, so git ignore spider.py. Okay, 5 minutes ago. So 55 lines of code. Well, this is the file that I have created. Please, please, and please fix its problems when you see them. Thank you. I have just shown you a couple of problems. So we don't have a pip freeze requirements. I don't know why. And then, well, this else is not working, so we're gonna fix that too. I'm gonna just select crawl. We're gonna fix that problem, not calling the function again. And I think that this part will be okay, if not just these two. So thank you for watching. Bye.